Hey guys, welcome to Abbott Nova's live stream. Let's see if, yes, everything appears to be working. Hi, my name's Dan, and today we are at part 2 of our chat creates campaign map. Let's go ahead and look at what we did last time. Again, we're in Wonderdraft. There we go. Go ahead and load up our previous threads, cliffs, and spider silk. We get started on this again. All right. So this is the map we did last time. We had a wonderful time in chat. On our Discord, we have all the lore notes, but in brief, we have these big red cliffs, and we have this area of very active geological heating and cooling, stuff like that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to continue to, what I'd like to do is continue to play this map and get things all in, like mountains and stuff like that, so we can adjust the terrain a little bit more and move into more of a finalization for this map. Double check if I am streaming. Oh, there we are. I am streaming. That's okay, cool. So again, we are just going to be using, let's get some symbols and stuff down, and we'll wait for people to get here. We are going to be using specifically only the resources that Wonderdraft comes with. Let's go ahead. I remember how to do this. Oh yeah, so back since a week. Try how to zoom in. That's awkward. There it is. Yeah, control. Okay, so let's go back into symbols. Let's grab our. We're going to come down here to our plateaus and stuff, cliffs. And we're going to start making some plateaus here. And again, just using the default assets. It's going to make this smaller. We'll go with that. Okay. So again, we're going to kind of match up some of these areas. Okay, there. Again, we are just slightly adjusting where things go. Doing this. Nope, we're at 30. We want to be at 30 to keep our, in Wonderdraft, it's really a good idea to keep consistent symbol size. We're going to find a bunch of the little places where we can add a symbol. And let's go for another symbol that is huge. We'll use it. Kind of a nice plateau thing going on here. That. I did try to make some symbols the other day for this, but I thought it'd probably be a better idea if we left those alone and only used the default symbols that come with Wonderdraft. Kind of like them, and they're good. No, don't get me wrong, they're good. They're a great tool, but there's some things that I'd like a little bit better way to. Let's do. Oh, what's my hotkey for that? Q. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and just get rid of that. Yeah, I had a fun week. We went on a large vacation, all the different places, mainly to our. Let's just switch this guy around. Once we place it, we can't do any more. So make sure that yeah, went around some places, had some fun. Went up to the Washington into the rainforest up there. Now that is a trip. If you've ever been, If you haven't been, I highly recommend. It is amazing. So let's go back to our plateau. When we first got there, I was actually a little freaked out by the fact that it was so quiet in the woods we were, and we found that it was listed on a couple things as the most quiet place on earth. Lapping, that's cool. And I got to hang out with my family. We had a great time. Pop this there. Put that guy right there. We're going to move this. I really wish there was a function that I could select something and swap it. So I kind of go there. Okay, back to our symbols. There. And again, we need to be at 30. Try to keep it at 30 as much as possible. Again, when we made this, made it so that, which direction is that? It's going over here. So let's put it way over here. I'm just filling in the blanks right now, just putting stuff where it needs, wherever it needs, wherever I feel it needs to go. You swap stuff, we can advance. Here, start putting a little bit of where are that here, and again, I hit the mouse button, and it all goes bad. There, let's get that. Again, we don't have many people in chat right now. That's why I'm just filling in mountains. We had some really cool lore that we were doing that I was really enjoying about this land area. So what we have here is these cliffs and plateaus are pretty much these cliffs and plateaus are, we don't know what they're formed, but there is ancient tribes live throughout this area, make this location their home. Let's flip. So I'm going around right now and I'm just making sure I have symbols. Oh, just kind of putting symbols anywhere I can. That would make sense to be. I'm starting to use that symbol a lot. I got to back off on that. Gotta stay away from that. If I use it too much, it just. All right, here we are. Also, for anyone that's joining, I hope I'm seeing everybody's messages in chat. Let me see if no, we're not on Discord. So yeah, anyone has something to say or something they'd like to say, let me know. But I did find when I was doing these in these plateau markers or plateaus myself, I can show you what I did. I'm not very proud of it. It actually it was really discouraging doing this because it just wasn't doing what I needed it to show you those. All right, well, back to 30. Again, your middle mouse button will size your spot. Size your symbol. So that's another thing you kind of have to watch out for. But it works. So I'm just going to sneakily slide another symbol there. Getting some really cool plateaus. I'm liking these. All right, now here. Another one like that. Let's flip this one. That didn't work. All right. Okay, that's her back there. Work with the size here, so and we're just throwing stuff in to just wherever on the map. Really weird because control will that there. Control will actually shrink your map bigger. What we're doing is we are just putting in, let's see what it's like. It's kind of guesstimating what this plateau would look like and feel like. And just putting a little symbology in there to represent us having this big. So let me show you kind of the symbols. Let's see if I have. Ignore the train wreck of my files. That is a pizza order that went horribly, horribly wrong. Might have deleted. Oh well. But if I do create symbols, and I'm going to try to get better at that, I will make sure we post them on Discord so everybody has a chance to them any way they see fit. Just going to keep going with this. Turn right there. Back to our little top dealio. Got a nice little valley forming right there. Keep that. Okay. Okay. And we're going to come over that. Oh, Nikolai, how are you? Thank you. There wasn't anybody in chat, so I just decided let's just put down. I'm working currently on the cliff area with the default shenanigans that come with Wonderdraft. That way everybody kind of sees what I do or what I mess up. Okay, are we probably put that apparently plateaus are difficult. But how are you doing today? Good to see you. Hope you can hear me. I hope I haven't screwed up anything since I've been gone with the computer, or that Windows haven't or Microsoft haven't made an update. Not that I'm horrible, not a fan of Windows updates. Granted, they're needed and important, but they still bug the crap out. Pretty good plateau there. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we got one there. Now we also can adjust. Okay, good, sweet. Thank you. I don't trust this mic yet, to say the least. But it's not bad. I had to just get something for the stream because I couldn't find my. I got this little guy, and it seems to be just working fine. We got some kind of plateaus. Move our plateaus down here, and matching a little bit on what we can see here. Some things that we're gonna. I feel like it'd be probably better if we just redid where some of these rivers are after everything there. Yeah, had a wonderful vacation. Had a good time on vacation. Got freaked out by the land on vacation because it is just in those rainforests up in Washington. It is just ridiculously quiet, like eerie quiet. And growing up, my dad was a a forest ranger from Alaska. And so in the different areas me and him explored, it was like, look for the animals, do this, do that. If you don't hear anything, that might be an issue. So it was actually really nerve wracking with all the things that have gone with it. We might, lore wise, it might be very interesting if we kind of maybe applied, because we're up in here in these big foresty, well, I don't want to call them foresty, they are, but these big, I think that's like fungi or something like that. Maybe it's that quiet. If you look up I think it's Hob Forest or Hob Forest in Washington, it is just downright eerie, the lack of sound there is. Now I'm going to place these down here just to kind of get where we need it, but using the mirror sparingly. We're trying to, again, break up here and there just for, yeah, Hot Forest. Very cool, very eerie. Uh, it felt almost sacred because it was so quiet, and maybe it was. I definitely like that. There. Start applying other for curves that we can. We can always adjust these when we get there, so it doesn't always look the same. Go. Yeah, it was really cool. Might share some pictures of it, but I couldn't help thinking that this was kind of like the place that we talked about, just eerily quiet, very much, seemed like a very much alien landscape. I believe I saw a list that there were some researchers went in the area. They were looking for the quietest place on Earth, and this place apparently met that bill. It was the quietest place. Oop, don't want to do that. It was just spectacular. Once I got used to it, we went and, climbed stuff and did all the hikes and stuff like that. Oh, hey, virtual winner, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Right now, we are just placing symbols. We have these large area. I'm tired apparently too. Mine is not firing. This area is a large plateau, and on the top of it, we have a kind of a fungus, kind of a red, fuzzy fungus. And after a recent trip that I just got back from, I was thinking maybe this area is kind of like that. Maybe this area that we're doing is just unsettlingly quiet. Because I know, like, in my sessions that we play of Dean or whatnot, I always use that you hear nothing as kind of a, oh, okay, crap, something's about to happen cue for players. And it'd just be very interesting if, like, this area made it so difficult for players to hear, like, them. Just, fun things to think about, fun things to add for this campaign. And then we run into the question, like, why is this place like it is? And let's flip this guy around. So there was a hotkey to make do that. And this guy, yeah, that looks good. Okay, that we're going to probably add some additional stuff on there. And again, I don't want to say randomly choosing symbols, but it's the symbols that I think are going to be the best represent show. I'm trying not to overlap them too much. There's a couple that I'm starting to see crop up more than once. But we're talking symbolism, we're talking maps and stuff like that. Billy Hollywood, how are you doing, buddy? Yes, we need to talk soon. It's on my notes of stuff to do. Let me know. Just text me on Discord when a good time is. Wednesdays are good. Thursdays are very bad. Fridays are good. Yeah, Fridays are good. Wait, what day is it? Please don't be Monday. Yeah, okay, it's the 22nd. Woo. A little bit of mind lag there. Might have to, dip into the Dr. Pepper supply again. But that is the nature of life. We have these cool plateaus. So then we are kind of facing all the same direction up. Let's kind of, I don't know, start moving stuff a little. But let's shrink this guy. This guy. Let's play with rotation on. Pretty snazzy. Here, there. And again, I'm just trying to follow the confines right there, so we can have that going. Have a hotkey for that would be great. I might just have to make, but we definitely have it showing where it's going. Kind of throw this. Okay, looking good. See, oh yeah, no, it's been fun. Latest project's been interesting. So I'm starting to learn animation in Blender. Here, I'll just show you guys. Please don't crash. Please don't. This was, I'm trying to do projects. Well, wait, yeah, I'm trying to do projects in an hour. What that means is I'm trying to create stuff that only takes about an hour to make. And this was a 15-minute model, and I put animations in it. You can kind of see what they're doing. And the basic is behind this. I just make kind of a skeleton, and then I can add things to the skeleton, stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I've been doing this morning. Blender is fun, but Blender is hard to learn. However, Blender, if you want to do any like design or y'all work with anything 3D, Blender is the greatest tool in the world. Another one there. I don't use this one much. Let's see. A good place. Up from there. There we go. Give definition to that. Now we need something to come up the back of this. Yep. Yeah, Billy, you know what I'm going for. You know what I've been doing and why I've been doing it. I'm going to try to get you some animated stuff and also a ferret. Because I told you I would one day. I told you. So I've been learning. That so we can make some cool stuff together, buddy. And I also had a very dear friend that allowed me, I can't afford some of the software that I use anymore. I used to use like Adobe. Just for the fact, I mean, it's just too blasted expensive. So I've had to go with other things and I'm trying to learn them. I just have so many programs that I've been just fighting through just to understand how they work and what they do. But I had a friend getting to the point of the story. I had a friend let me have a copy, a program. Okay, how did I flip that? Maybe there is something. Maybe there is a hotkey that either way. Very, yeah. On this right. Touch the other way. Just a touch slow. And we can move that river. Gotta match conform. There. Yeah, things are going well. But I am tired. I am very tired. That's because of everything. But I'm very glad that we're doing this again because it really gives me a good reason to just get up and fight. Get up and share stuff and be. And I was really looking forward to it. I missed it. I really did miss it. I know we've only done it once, but man, that taste is back. That wanting to live stream and stuff like that. And I'm so grateful that Fire's back. Now what I'm going to do is we're just going to make this looks the same, but I was trying to make a, a different amount of symbols so you guys have some more options came to. Oop, don't want that joining it. Yep. Okay, we got our plateaus. There's some maintenance we need to do up here. And then we're going to add some additional detail to this. Quite a bit bigger. That works. We do want a really spiked cliff here. Going to over exaggerate that symbol there. All right. Go ahead and fill in the blanks really. And again, if you guys have any ideas, let's reintroduce this area. Really, probably should have done this on stream. But this is we're calling this, oh, what was it called? Red Plateau and Spiders. That's kind of the name of this map. And the basic geography is we kind of have this plain. This area is going to be really rough, probably caustic terrain. Not caustic. I forgot the name of it. Sorry. On these plateaus, we kind of have this weird red fungus. And we have these rivers that are flowing out of this area, and it is bringing some red. And when it gets down into this area, things get really, really weird. We don't know the origins of this red area. If anybody has any suggestions on this to get kind of us started with some additional lore, we got a lot of good lore in our craggy place down there, where it's an area that's really, really active when it comes to like getting some more of these. We're also gonna move some of these. This looks a little bit better, but we'll get there when we get. That little symbol starting to become my favorite. I really need to avoid it. We'll be moving some of these. No, that's good. We're okay there. I'm now second guessing myself. No, that one. Red is always welcome. Let's bring this down there. That's good. That's good. We need something over here, so let's find it. But yeah, red moss makes things real quiet. And apparently, we do have an indigenous race of spider people over in this area, and they've made, for whatever reason we don't know, they've made basically a network of very strong spider silk, and they're channeling like burning hot liquid. We don't know if it's water. We don't know what it is right now, and we might not never know because that's the fun of lore, creating lore. But it is definitely has an effect on the area. It purifies all this whatever they bring up, and they call it, I believe. Let's look at the notes. Heart's blood of a spider god. They believe their god is there, and it's they're collecting its blood to bring up. And when they collect it, it purifies the water, and so they can hatch their little spider babies up. It's clean, and there's so again that adds corruption. What's going on there? So something to think about. But I definitely want to get these symbols are great. I mean, you're seeing this is just basic symbology. The basic symbol set from your draft. Sound absorbing red moss. Yep. Yep. Let me let's see. The Hoe Forest. Let me bring that up. Okay. I'm gonna place this in chat. Just there you guys go. But it is like really okay, and this, no joke. See if I can get this. Show you guys. This is actually what it looked like. If you can see that. That is actually what it looked like. No ifs, ands, or buts. It was exactly amazing. The bad pixelization. Yeah, you just could walk around in it, and it was really, really neat. So yeah, it was vacationing there, tromped around in the woods for almost a week. Um, we had to go up there for a little bit of work and also some time off. I have some members of my family that are dealing with stuff. We found that one of the best ways to deal with stuff, to like get over stuff, was to remove ourselves from stressful situations that might affect us. And it worked good. It really worked good. Vacations are needed, and vacation good. Too big. Oh, okay. That's looking good there. Let's see if there's any. Oh, over here. Yeah, we got to fix it. That down. Reverse it now. But yeah, if anybody has anything they want to see or anything they want to add to the lore, let's do it. That's why we're doing this. I know there's a couple people that couldn't make it to the stream. So if you guys need to, please add something in chat or just put it in the comments below. Holy crap, I just said that. Yeah, kind of died in my mouth. Just add to the comments below, and we will get that into lore as fast as possible. Yeah, I'm using the crap out of this mirror tool. Good. But it is working. I am really enjoying the guy down. Yeah, it was a good recharge. It was a very good recharge. There are some things that no, it was good. I absolutely. It was just good to get out into nature. It really, really, really does help. There's just something that the body's like, oh, I'm in nature. I don't want to say toughen up, but it's like, oh, I've got to get those senses going and make sure that I'm in trouble all the time. You know, RJ, that's a good question. What do you think? Let me go ahead and put in the notes. Now, something I learned the other day, of all things, this is a question from. I'm just going to copy and paste if that's okay. Just your question directly into the notes. Um, this right here, most fungus, human, hot-blooded animals are. There's only like one type of fungus that just irritates skin. Okay, but most warm-blooded creatures are immune to the effects of fungus. Thank heavens, if you've ever watched that, played that zombie game, I forget the name of it. But that is so. If the spiders are warm-blooded, then it stands to reason that they're not affected directly. The question is, though, do they have to deal with that? There. Oh, I need that. That is way too big. Let's adjust some of the size of these guys. Come on. There. Go back to symbol. Oh, and I also need to raise these pretty much everything here. Correct size. So let's go ahead and do that. You're going to put these. Oh, geez, that was interesting. Whatever I just did. We'll merge them and move them later. But we need to get them someplace. I think maybe a little more detail. But okay, back to RJ's question. Does the infection cause problems for the spiders? It might. Maybe there's some aspects of the fungi that maybe that's what they're purifying against or trying to stop. Maybe with the boiling of that area. Put that down. Double check that worked. And again, we're going to use layers quite a bit on this map, just because we have so much detail. We're also going to adjust a couple things. That's small. As we go along, if we made mistakes or anything like that, such, you're going to just get rid of it. We have this. No, that's not going to. Okay, we got to fix this whole area. Let's go ahead and do that. What do you guys think about the fungi? Does it affect the spiders? Does it cause some mutations? Is it just something they have to guard against? Are they actively filling the air with something that negates the spread of the fungus? That brings up questions. What is the fungus and what's it doing? Won't make any fungus among us jokes. Oh no, I did. Let's try flip. There we go. Just need a curve backwards because I'm using these guys a lot. I don't know how much there's a backwards curve up here that would just be splendid. Oh, we have one. Okay, I spoke too soon. That. Then we're going to show that this comes around. Okay, there we go. Cool. Very cool. I'm going to say, yeah, too much fungus causes problems. Whether it is let's just say that spiders are actively doing something. If they find it, let's say they go out their way to get rid of it in the area. Um, we could say it doesn't affect humans. That's why we have those in the notes. We had some traditional indigenous people up on these plateaus. And here's an option, kind of an interesting option for plateaus and stuff, is adding just another level to them. It adds additional depth and height. I don't know. What do you guys think of that, or should it just be like flat? Just we'll create some variance. I like the difference right here. I like the contrast we got going there. So that a little bit. See right there. That also kind of helps us break up some of the lines. And this might also give us a opportunity. Some to the line. Being very careful on placing this stuff. It gives us some height, some canyons. I think I like that. A lot. Back to the topic at hand. And focusing on this area here, we did have a history of that some big empire or a very industrious people, let's just call them, had settled in this area for the spider silk. And right, this area is they're mining kind of hard metals, and up here they're doing stuff too. I like that there. Got this weird little right there. Virtual winter. I find might grow in concentration a few times per year. The cost of even spiders need to around this. Oh, nice. Virtual warrior. Nice. The fungi might grow in concentration a few times a year, cause trouble for everybody. Spiders need to adapt their lifestyle at those times, maybe spend times underground. Maybe ritual ceremonies tied to the beginning and end of those. So I like that, virtual. Let's do that. Let us do that. We're going to go in spider people. Where are they at? My spider people notes. Where's my spiders? Okay, this spider's right here. Okay. Let's put that in. There we go. And again, all these notes are made available on Discord. I'll drop the link if anybody wants to use it. Again, this is our map. You guys get to take whatever's done here, go nuts with it with your own campaign. I kind of felt that was the general consensus and the feels of everybody involved that was working on this last time. Just to anybody use it for any nefarious purposes. Okay, there. I'm really liking this shape, but I'm using it, so I need to back off on trying to find places that cause. If this little line right there, that's causing us trouble. We don't want that. We're going to do that. We need something facing forward, and okay, this is the guy that's causing us problem. Get rid of that. At the ceremonies. I kind of like these spider things. Just, they have their own culture, structure, religion, stuff like that. Kind of breaks the norm of the scary, angry spider thingies. There. All right, let's adjust some of these rivers right. We're using land. We can always come back and add more details. But right now, I think it's time to move this one unmirrored. There we go. Let's adjust some of these rivers here. And we're going to do this under land so that we get a little bit better flow. I'm just adjusting a couple of them. And that's a good one. Okay, this guy. Most part, these are. Okay, we're going to go to our erase tool. Erase land. We're going to go down to flows we can get, which is 4. We are just going to kind of follow where this land has taken us. That here. Same thing. Well, the reason we're doing this is that the river tool, it's not my favorite tool because it just doesn't. Here, let me show. River tool does something like this, which is fine, but if you notice, it just isn't consistent with the water. Well, we might just do that. I don't know. What do you guys like? Do you like these kind of rivers, or do you like that kind of thing? Let's see. We're an adventure theme. Stealthing. Imagination. I don't know if I like the rivers. We can try it on this. Let's try it out, guys. Let's try it out. We're in pastel. We'll just try this out. Then if we don't like it, I can change it later. And if we do like it, whoopee. We're just going to get rid of all these rivers. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to save. That way we can, if we don't like what we're doing here, come back. All right. Go. So we have this bloom going. Okay. Water. There's our rivers. We'll keep those there kind of as that. Put the roughness up. Come on. Since try to get start here. Come down. It's a little. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Keep the rivers. Let's go here and actually make one all the way down. Don't worry about this stuff. That right here. Because I've always used most part always used the actual eraser. Just get rid of the line. That actually changes if we change a theme or change a color under. That's why I use such. Let's come down. I don't know, thoughts? It's a lot cleaner river. You know what? For this map. Let's do it. We're going to use if everybody's okay with it, we're going to use the rivers with the actual river tool for once. Keep these here. All right, let's do rivers. Wanted to be a lot. Oh, that's it's like if you start a river over it, that's why. That's when it looks like we have to start inside the river a little bit, or maybe turn off the fade in. But let's go ahead and get our primary tributaries, not tributaries, sources. Let's start all the way up here. We have this fall. Skirt along this. We're gonna make stain. Maybe it comes up here. Maybe this bad boy. Oops. There. If you're typing in, I don't. Billy, you're on YouTube. Is anybody on Twitch? Because I know that Restream has had a couple problems with. That's kind of interesting. Let's create some more. Maybe we have a river start up here. Nice little flow. Let's come over here with our big guy here, and we are going to, let's turn off the fade. Yep, that's how you do it. Let's get rid of the fade. All right. Okay. Do me a favor, Billy. Would you type something in Twitch chat? I don't know if we're getting, if I'm seeing chats from Twitch. I'd appreciate that. Because I know when we were doing this on Facebook, we were doing it on Twitch, Facebook, and a couple others. This one, here, very gently. Come on. Good. Same thing up here. Again, we have these huge waterfalls. That's not fun. All right. Doesn't look too bad. Does not look too bad. It's a look I'm not familiar with, and I don't know if I like it yet, but we're going to go with it and make it pretty. You know, go all Miss Frizzle and learn new things, make mistakes. Sneak just here. Now, when we do export maps in Wonderdraft, right now it seems really pixelated, but we actually can really, it will take what we put down and it will add additional, maybe one right here, kind of a errant sibling. There we go. Getting there, getting there. Oh, sweet. All right. Thank you, Billy. Again, Billy Hogwood, everybody. Check out his Twitch stream. Also, if you guys have streams or if you guys have projects, please, let's plug them. Let's get you noticed. Okay, we're up here. Huge river. Just kind of me. I want more control. I want a roughness. Roughness, yeah, roughness does kind of help. I'm now just doing straight lines, and it seems that it's better suited. Come down here. Oh, we want a river fade in. All right, very cool. Maybe a couple more, and we're gonna start working on the mountains on the other side. There we go. There we go. I like that. I really like that. I hope you guys more rivers, less rivers, thoughts, feelings. Maybe we have one just right over here. Oh, oh, I changed this. Whoops. Middle mouse button. Times is a pain. But I like it more than most things. It's one of the most frustrating. I've been learning a ton of new software. And first of all, I wish software would just learn to go away. Wish software would play nice at it. Yeah, go away. If I wanted to duplicate, there's a reason I wanted to duplicate. Oh, go away, WinZip. All right. I use it for some Blender stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and let's look at what we got here. We're back to our craggly place. Let's go symbols, let's go mountains. And this is kind of a commitment. This is going to be option kind of fluffy with big mountains. Then we have this guy. These kind of mountains. Actually, I think this guy is smaller. That's cool. We have these guys. Look like that. Big mountain. Let me know if you guys have any preference or you see a certain style you don't like. These are really pointy guys. Guys are a little bit thicker. Which ones do you prefer? We're gonna say this guy. This one's here is A. Here, I'll do this. A. This is A. Can be B. This is C. This is D. Does anybody have a preference? I'm kind of swinging towards these because it makes it all kind of rocky. Oh, these guys here have some dunes and stuff. I like that. Well, these are very Japanese, Eastern. Might be kind of so. We're gonna go with which one? Let's go with these guys first and see if we like this. Then we will go. If that doesn't work, we will go to a different. So that's. So if we're doing mountains, that's kind of what it. We will color these, by the way. Okay, so these sorry, is it is it these guys here that I'm working on? Actually, let's go back to see what I did there. Oh, A, okay. These were the right one. All right, we'll go with A. We also do have these They're kind of cool, but at the same time, they're just kind of, it's like really cartoony compared to everything else. We use different symbol structure for different symbols. I think that'd be better. So let's go ahead and we're going to get an idea of how big things. Okay, let's make our big mountains. And to start with, we're just going to, is that too big? Do you guys think? This is 20 and this is 15. This is 10. And again, that's the biggest one. Then we'd have the hills come in. And this is 10, 15. That's 20. Secondary hills, 20, 15, 10. I don't think 10's the idea because it just, oh, I don't know. Maybe 15. 10? Okay, we'll do 10. We will do 10. All of our mountains will be a 10 in this area. Oh yeah, Allison, good to see you. I didn't see you get in chat, so very good to see you. 10 it is. So we got a lot of mountains to cover. So let's go ahead and look at a little bit of plate tectonics. I'm going to make a quick little front screen, go to the best program ever, which is Paint. Have a look here. So if we are going, there's adjust size. What's that? So we have this area that is causing brown. We know that this area is all crackled. Maybe it's pushing, maybe we have a plate, two plate boundaries converging. So if we had two plate boundaries converging, maybe this is going to be a hot spot. So that's what this is, like Yellowstone. This hot. Gonna have to be. Okay, so we got a hot spot there. That means we can put mountains, maybe a mountain range right here. Maybe one here. Yeah, we wanted to keep the plains, right? We wanted to keep the plains. Well, this area here. So maybe we don't do, maybe we just have little crags here forming to show that we keep the plains. Then our big mountains here. And maybe we'll just put kind of a wiry mountain there, maybe something like that. Nothing near the cliffs, nothing near the cliffs. Or the seashore, we need some. Maybe we have a plate starting to just push this way. And you have another plate starting to push this way, and it's going to cause a lot of earthquakes in that area, or this area, the red area. What do you guys think of that? So big mountains are over here. Smaller mountains are on the coast. We keep mountains away from this place, and we have a tectonic boundary slamming into it. So that means we are going to have earthquakes. And if these two planes are, as with all planes, well, as with all plate boundaries, we have this thing going on with this plate. We have this thing going on. Both this is kind of a nasty place. But we'd actually have volcanoes and all kinds of horrible things. We could have the plates instead. Plate moving in here and this plate moving under. Just kind of slowly moving over. This is kind of like the North American plate. There's actually a new model of North America. The tectonic plate. Kind of interesting. That the plate's actually sliding over the Pacific and not falling into. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. If you guys don't like that, let me know and we will. All right. We'll do something else. No, I don't want. Okay, so let's grab our mountains, and we are going to hit the spines of the mountains. Oh, 15, nope. Now with their spine, I'm just doing the snake thing, like always, and making sure they're all connected. Blizzard, hi! Awesome to have you. Glad you made it. Right now, Blaze, we are starting to add mountains into our area. We're adding the big spines of the mountains. Does that look like good spines for the mountains? I'm still second guessing on size. This would be 15. I like 10 because it gives more detail. That's 20. I don't think it makes much difference. Let's go. Let's keep it at 10. Let's keep it. I think we're in a happy. There we go. So what have we got done? Let's see. Today we've used again, all tools in this are from the default version of Wonderdraft. All these plateaus and stuff. You kind of have to mangle them and kind of have to do stuff with them, but still. As I zip around, yeah, that's our plateaus. And now we're going to start. Oh, we might have a problem. That's a mountain. And that's the plateau. We got a little bit of a size issue here. We're going to put mountains anywhere near it. It's that. Maybe we do the big spine of the mountains at a 20. The little ones. That way it gives us correct scale. If you guys are okay with that. We'll do the big spines of the mountain in 20 and then the smaller mountains. That way we keep constant. It doesn't look. So let's go back up here. Again, not 30. That's kind of what it our biggest, and then we go 10 for a little sub mount. Okay, sweet, Blaze. Well, thank you for your comment. I know I thanked you previously, but thank you for that. Let's try this really quick, guys. Let's go with the spines, like the big spines, and not many, just where it gets really upheavally. Upheavally. Did I just make a word? I think I made it. We're only going to do the very biggest mountain this size. We're going to use. Oh, don't mount up there. So over here, though, that's a different story. We're going to. That maybe over here we got some. Is everybody okay with doing the size this so it kind of matches at the 20 and then defaulting back to the 10 so it looks better? If you guys are okay with it. It's just the proportions would be kind of wonky, but that's okay. Okay, so we're back here and yeah, these are our big spines. These are our big mountains. Talking like the huge peaks. In Oregon, we saw like Mount Hood and a bunch of others. So this is kind of those gigantic mountains. Then we're going to take our smaller mountains. So let's now bust that down to 20. And we are going to just fill the smaller mountains like that. That's causing a nice little, that looks good. I like that. And we're just filling in, kind of going side to side movement. Place our mountains. Is everybody okay with that? I feel like I've kind of overridden a decision. Do I like that? Do I not like that? Let's get the whole thing in. Looks okay. Okay. Or should we just stick with the 20s? I mean, do we really care that much about the plateaus? One of my biggest failings is I get stuck on a detail, and it's something that no one else will notice, but I'll notice, and I'll like fight it for days when I could be. That's why I'm doing the hour modeling. Is I just put something out quick. I don't worry about. I'm not worrying about anything else. I'm just worrying about the How's that look? Or is it too bunched up? Might be a little too bunched up. We go side to side to create interest. We'll just do that. I don't know. I don't know. We'll fill them in side to side. So up here. There, we get some more mountains here. Small mountain. And small mountains here. We'll add hills in that next. We'll start adding details in a few. Karst topography. That's the word. Karst topography. Yeah, we'll here. So we just squiggly, go side to side, build the rig. Now we have a tangent here, and we don't want that, so we're going to go to 20. Add this kind of thing in there. So it looks like it goes off screen. Go back to 10, fill it in. Okay, cool. I still... Okay, this is option one. Let's do this. This is option one. And the most egregious spot's over here. Let's really fill this out. Massive line. We have, if this area is heating up, we just have a giant wind shadow, that a giant rain shadow that is pretty much taking up this whole area, which I like. All right, so we're up here. Let's now move to some hills. Let's check this out. Let's take these hills and actually just go back and forth like this. Otherwise, we're going to be like two. We're going to use these hills to kind of draw out for the highlands. How does that look, guys? So again, side to side. Creates a busyness with it. Also connects everything. That's the texture. It's kind of cool. Spray paint. Sorry. Great tool if you're doing forests. Kind of we have smaller mountains and we just have hills that signify the land's getting big. Nope, too much there. Too much. We only want to go on screen just a couple inches and make sure that is always consistent. We will be coloring, we're going to color these mountains right now. That way we get a feel for, so we're going to save this really quick. We're going to call this 2010. And then we are going to, on this next one, we're just going to get rid of those mountains. Because let's just see what, let's go ahead and get in here and let's see what happens if we just do these. So these are the right ones. Yep. I'm going to do the same thing. I do a little bit, just kind of finding the flow of the land, wondering where all the erosion's gone, wondering where the wind's gone. If this is catching rain, then you're going to have a lot of sediment falling in towards, let's say, east that the water's pulling down. You get kind of more flat land here. Oh, I like these a little better. So this is everything at a scale of 10. Make a pass right there. Some mountains coming there. Too much. And I don't know. Okay, what do you guys like better? Do you like this kind of thing? Say this also. Say this is 10. So these are mountains. Let's finish the whole effect. We're going to use our hills. Oh, okay. Wait a second. Wait a second. We got little mountains. Okay, we're going to do this. Little mountains of 10. Heck yeah. We have these big peaks and we have some little peaks. Again, I'm showing the breakup of the crust where fault lines are or where there's uplift with the small little tiny mounds kind of. I'm just going back and forth with mouse. I'm not using stylus or anything, just back and forth with mouse. That's breaking up these big mountains. That was a little. Don't want it matching. All these smaller mountains, and they're the ones that are going to go farther. Show other things like that. Maybe that's too close. Go back to our big mountains. Let's make another little bit of a ramp up here. Or a little mound. Side to side, just a little. Yeah, you know, Allison, I think you are absolutely correct that this is the way to go. Because it makes it seem like it's more consistent and the scale's right. Let me show you something really quick. We're going to export this. We're going to. Okay. Hold on to your butts, guys. My standard filing. You guys can see what I've been working on. Wait, there it is. Export it. It gives us a little bit better detail. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. We're going to have to play with that. All right. We're back here. Let's go ahead and we're just going to do the same process. Let's get our mountains in first, and then we'll do the details. Here's our big mountain. Just a little hint. And the islands, yeah, same thing. There's a lot of the rain's pretty much trapped between these two. So any mountain in this area has now become a mountain with a rain shadow. And we are going to assume these mountains are relatively, I don't know, let's say young, like 3 million years old. And maybe older mountains. Nope, not there. Keep it away from the peaks. No peaks. That's going to be one of our rules. No mountains near those plateaus. Some more there. We'll just kind of sneak all this in here. Details. So we have, again, in the islands, these areas, I was thinking that it has karst topography. Well, here, let me find it. Well, my search is, oh man, I really hate Google search right now. Really don't like it. Okay, so maybe in around our cliffs, we're getting, and maybe around our other thing here, we're getting these kind of pillars. Let me find it. Copy image, bring this up. There, kind of this kind of broken up thing. Something like this. We have pillars and stuff, and maybe we can add those. Maybe we can maybe come in with, we'll find something. We'll find something that will. That's what I yeah, Billy. We're just talking scale, and I was being really fussy, and these look better, and it added to the scale. So, power to the people. That executive decision is vetoed. Actually, I completely agree with size 10. All right. Not many, just enough to make it relatively interesting. Now we're going to go to our smaller mountains. Create these little arms, kind of cover the big mountains. Most of the places. Maybe we have some. Oh, there we go. We basically have this cradle of moisture, thermal vents, and also from whatever's coming off these cliffs up there. That's looking. Now we are going to paint these mountains so they're a consistent color here in a second. When we modify ground cover, the ground color, it does this. Going to change that here in a second. And down here, I'm making sure it shows that we have uplift kind of in a line. Whatever's uplifting here is smashing these mountains, moving them west. Get these little traces going on. We're just going to fill in details. Fill in some details. So we do have a floating city that goes around these areas that we've talked about. Let's talk about that. Like who they are and what they are and what they're floating on. I'm kind of intrigued on that. Allison, was that you that brought that up last time? It'd be really interesting. A thought just occurred to me. What if we did a live chat session every weekend? Just everybody jumps on Discord and we all chat about what's going on here. What do you guys think about that? I know it'd kind of be like crazy. We'd probably have to like pass the potato on who's talking, but what thinketh you guys on that? That way it's just not me blabbering on. We want to add the hills to the east? I'd like to, but let me know what you think. Let's paint the mountains first. Blaze, okay. Hey, Blaze, how are you? Well, no, yeah, sorry, Blaze. Yeah, I'm having a day. I know you changed your name, so I'll make a note of that. but you're always gonna. I will always like noob exclusive. You're in my heart, and you'll become that too. It's just you wrote that comment right when I needed it the most, right when I was going through some stuff. Stuff. Okay, cool. Let's say these are our mountain ranges. Just kind of break them apart with our little mountains. Let's come up here and let's kind of go nuts. Actually, come. Oh wait, these are not our big. There's our big. I want to fill this in, and we don't want just this tangent line. So we're going to make a huge range right. Maybe a barrier to all the stuff that's going on. But yeah, think about the floating city. Think about, let's talk culture of that. I mean, is it how long have they been there? Is this an ancestral thing? We're going to say after 200 years, they're the own people. That's my stuff. After 200 years, you develop your own culture, your own vocabulary, your own ways to deal with nature. But again, I'm not a anthropologist, so I'm not going to pretend I know exactly what's going on there. But that's kind of my rule of thumb if I'm looking at different cultures. About 200 years, 4 generations. There we go. And is that question is that growing? Is that raft growing bigger? Is it getting smaller? We're gonna have our mountains kind of encroaching on this area. Maybe one or two here or there, any, if at all. We're gonna respect where we put these. There we go. Just a little hint of uplift. Just a little hint of uplift. Nothing bad. Is that looking okay? Allison, this is kind of your part of the world. How are we doing there? I know we talked about maybe some canyons down here. Let's do some canyons. I put some big mountains down here. And we'll go to our littler mountains and crack this up. Kind of, we're seeing that mountains push into that river. There we go. Pushing into the river. All right. Okay. Let's talk about hills. So this is our hills, or this can be. Is there? Okay. You know what? These hills right here. We can have these kind of unique to this region. Or does that look like too much of the mount? Is that mounds or hills? Or do we save these guys for maybe up here for the fungus? And we just get a big spray paint and kind of go nuts like that? Do we come in with maybe a different type of hill? Turn off. Want something distinguishing this area. So let's go with this. Let's make a hill call. So this line's going to be A. So this line is B. This guy's C. I'm going to make these a little bit bigger so you guys can see the initial footprint. Oh, where are you? Okay, so A, B, or C. And we're just talking for this area. Okay? So we can make like some, just kind of giving detail to this end. They're unique. They're karst topography. We might just want to use them. They're just, I don't know. What do you guys think? Or should we go with something a little more sedate like this to kind of, or just a little bit of, a lot spread wider so we're not getting the highness up here. That would kind of be right. So yeah, A, B, or C. Okay, WinZip, you're really pissing me. Really pissing me. All right. That here. Oh, what would you guys want to do with this? Because I'm kind of at a, kind of like that, but we could save them for something else. At the moment, we are just going to go. That's a big symbol, right? Goodness. Match the mountains. What does set the match the mountains? Dr. Smith's government class. Good to see you again. It's been a while. Okay, let's. Right now, we're just kind of talking about. We have this big area of karst topography, and we're talking about kind of the hills. How do we want to make it stand out? If we want to make it stand out, we're just deciding on. Okay, there's our mountain hills here. I don't know if I like that. And A, B, or C, guys, let me know. Back to that. Kind of, these are just kind of fun. Let's put these in. Just a couple here and there. Nothing big, nothing crazy. Just, yeah. Or there's kind of a big open spot. This like signifies some small hills in there. We of course want to keep this swampy. Don't like the pixelized nature. The resolution might not be what we. Then we're going to take these hills and branch them out like kind of spider webs. Not get it, spider webs. This area. That. That. And these are going to match our mountains the best. Okay, so whoever did that. Just a little color. Just a little texture. Nothing big. But right now, let us go in and actually let's start coloring. Start coloring stuff. We're going to go into our filter. Whoops, I'm back. We're going to go into our filter and just turn on mountains. So any symbol that is on mountains is going to be this color. For now, let's just kind of go with maybe a chillaxed brown. Make our mountains pop like that, wherever they are. Mr. Smith in chat just said, I finally finished the landmass of a continent. I'm content with it for a home game. Hey, if you're content with it for a home game, my gosh, that's good. I never am. Now to transfer it from Asgard to Wonderdraft. Thanks for making a video on how to do that for me on how to do. Yeah, no, I love it. I got to get back in that. They've added so much awesome stuff into that program that I really want to see what they're doing. We're going to these guys. All right, cool. So let's now talk forest. We have kind of a plane. Let's look at this plane really. So I think we're gonna keep our mountains default there. Let's go to the plane and let's add a little bit of different symbolism to kind of help break it up a little bit. Maybe something on the borders of it like that. Okay, no, we already did this. Choose this. Choose this. Now the placement rate a little bit might help us. See, now we know where the plane ends. And we get the deep valleys start. I do want to take this map like into World Builder, World Creator, and maybe even into Blender, creating it. But we're going to stick with Wonderdraft for now. And again, any of the content I make, not bad. Any content I make will always be free or under 50 bucks is probably where I'm going to set myself at. And Blender is free. The learning curve is a little on the, I'll be honest, it's a little on the extreme side if you've never worked with it, but if you can understand Blender, get through some tutorials with it is like the ultimate Swiss Army knife of any type of software. Okay, so we have our, I'm gonna go spray brush. We're gonna lightly add some, if we, I don't like that. I like that. Let's see if we have another. Okay, I ran out of, that's a quick fix. If we have any different textures that might work for us. Might work. Little guys here. That. Let's make it a little bigger. Maybe a little smaller. 15? Yes. Again, we don't need much. We just need a smatter. There. Here. Maybe I don't like that. Maybe that's just too many. Maybe we'll just do just kind of some sides here like this. I like that better than a uniform. Okay, cool. Very cool. Yeah, let me, the website I just simply couldn't afford. That's all there is to it on the website. So kind of get rid of some of these. That is what's going on with website. But yeah, here's a Discord. Let me get you a Discord link. Do you let's see, Mr. Smith or the government class? Do you use Discord at all? Gotta remember. I'm old. No, I don't remember. Bye, people. We'll do a link first. Okay, here's the link. Join on Discord. There's a ton of stuff going on. There's my email. Oh no, I'm so sorry. That's a huge problem with Discord. Like, okay, so let's now go in. Edit some of our colors now. We got these really cool mountains. Let's play with the colors of the mountain first. Get an idea of. Oh, alarm's going off. Let's get an idea of what color we want. Kind of a brownish, dark brown. That kind of really makes things pop. Kind of go with a neutral gray. That's a neutral gray color, but we kind of got this brown highlight symbols. I don't know if I like that. Change this to different. Well, let's kind of go maybe an amberish. Nope, that is no. That's don't have a gradient option. What do you guys think of that? Because when it's up, right, did that work on? Yeah, it should have worked on. Oh, not you. Bad. That definitely worked on him. Changing that kind of. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. Okay, let's get going here. Let's start coloring a little bit better. So the first thing we're going to do, we have some really cool colors here. We're going to go with the ground, and we're just going to fill that with a new. Maybe I like what we had. Let's go ahead and we're going to change just a few things here. We're going to our brush size, put down, opacity down. Velocity really don't care. Well, I do care. Opacity is the key. We are going to just go back and forth. If you see my mouse, kind of reducing the amount of this brown, make this area really pop out. We're not going to get rid of it. Just kind of reducing just along the edges. Don't like that stain. Let's see what's going on. Stain. It's coastal distance. Doodle. Horn. Absolutely not there. Horn. Okay, we're back to that. We'll just kind of play with colors. Maybe we like this. Maybe that's giving us what we want there. We need a little bit of. Oh, that's low. Kind of more this color. That's not, it looks like we have stain right there from the underlying map. That's okay. We might be adding, that bothers me. Oh, you guys are getting OCD, Dan. Sorry about that. I really don't want that stain there. I think I have to live with it, so I will attempt to live with it. Then I can just do that and we can keep on going. Then here, put a little bit of squiggles, like this area is expanding. I'm just for this for Wonderdraft, I always use a mouse, regardless of what I do, just because it's Wonderdraft and that represents it. You can grab this color. Okay, we're gonna yeah. We want alpha. That's going. That's going to take care of the stain problem. We'll have to color the mountains then. Let's go ahead and go in and color our mountains. There we go. And maybe this area is a little, but is this area too dark for you guys? I just kind of threw in that brown color. And of course, if one second, if Dr. Pepper is listening, please sponsor me. I know it's an old gag from a lot old videos, but I'd appreciate it. Back here. Maybe let's go with a green in this area. That's kind of neat. Then we can come in with this color. Some control it. I kind of like that. Big old focus though. Might be taking too much focus out of there. Give our stain just one pass. Thanks, Billy. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I apply a lot of it at the middle. It really kind of pops that area. We have this little contrast between. Let's do this. Let's really get in. Dark green. Sneak this where there's not water. We have those geysers. That kind of gives it the yellowy feel. Oops, not that. Too much there. Here, we're gonna. That's good. That makes it really interesting. Okay, let's go back to the grassland. Pick a color for that. Don't want to go brush size. That looks a little. What do you think of that for the grasslands, guys? Just pop of golden color. Maybe up in these big areas where the kind of got a little bit of a to highlight those shapes. Bad, not bad. Let's continuing our color exercise, and we're going to now let's do the coast now. And I'm just running this brush just along the coastline, willy nilly, showing that this area is green. It's an island I really don't like. So we're going to do a very flat green on everything right now. We're going to come back and we're going to shape that green. That darkest green we should go with. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, let's try it. If we hate it, we'll get rid of it. Maybe this coastal area is green. We will come back and really diffuse this. Another color. Let's put a uniform. This is kind of like painting a miniature in Warhammer. You need to put down a very good base coat. Get that base coat going. It. Okay, so that's our base coat. So we're going to come in. We are just going to very carefully, a couple inches. There we go. We are just tapping the mouse. Big, just enough to lighten it up. Wonderdraft can be a little pissy when it comes to color. So if you're going to make a fill color, make sure either your opacity is really low or that you are adding a color like that. Otherwise, I think I like that. How's it look, guys? Cool. Thank you for saving Wonderdraft. I appreciate that, even though it does scare the crap out of me every single time. We'll adjust the water here in a second. I'm not happy with water. The landmass though, I kind of dig. I'm kind of digging this line. Let's go with the mountains over here. We're going to add just kind of a, maybe for all the mountains, just kind of do the same thing. Maybe a darker undercoat. Undercoat these a little bit. Say, hey, we're mountains. Look at us. Then we'll come in with a highlighter. Just come out here. That doesn't. Then we'll come in with kind of a lighter brown, that up just a touch. That color is staying on. We have a good transition with them. The stain thing's killing me. Let's finish up that. It'd be cool if there's like a seed that you can change that so it looks a little bit snappy. Place actually up here a little bit more color. Just going some. Then for our patches of whatever this stuff is, let's get in there and let's start. We're gonna redo quick. Oh yeah, there's a lot of red there. Let's redo these really. So I'm just gonna cut the opacity of these. Turn this. We're just gonna redo this entire. I do like going into these. Like at the very top, I dig that. We are going to we're gonna change some of these, make sure we get a really sharp outline. Also keep maybe somewhere the rivers are. Got some fun stuff to play with there. Okay, let's do this. We're going to make a new color for this. We are going to attempt duplicate. Save. That, I think we got it. I think we got that in one. Yay! Okay, so come down here and thinking we just let's not be subtle on this. Let's kind of go nuts. Okay, mounds on the over here, white. Like, yeah, let's do that. Going to do that right now, even. So, but too much, Billy? Maybe just kind of. That's kind of nice. I do kind of like that. What do you guys think? Again, easy fix if you don't like it. Quick fix. Go back here, and we're back. Actually, I think I'm going to do this now that I'm. Oh, I'm on mountains. Okay, ground only. Actually, let's do something. I might have a better thing. Let's go to symbols. This red. Turn the opacity up to holy crap. Okay, it's not doing these symbols. That means that these are symbols color. But like mountains, though, if we're doing mountains, yeah, that color. Just a little thing we have to worry about. So we're just going to do the ground. Oh, whoops. Let's just kind of fill in where we're going to go really dark. And then we're going to this mess. Because with this mountain, this campaign setting, colors, with what I'm reading, to me, colors can be very important in this campaign setting. Like if you had people, if you had adventurers like in town and they're hunting, uh, the fungus spores, they're going to be looking for that red color. Or if they find like an item or an animal and it's red, that's going to equate to this area. There we got that. We are going to trace up in the hills. Go with this neutral. No, no, no. Go with. Oh, let's do a different color. Kind of with an amber. Lot of some red. Peach. A peach color that isn't so peach. So where the rivers come from, we're gonna get our brush really small, our opacity a little low. We're just going to gently fill in where the river at the top. We'll change this a little. That way it's not such a holy crap, it's a river. That makes sense. So we're just going to fill these. We want a hint of the red going in. We also want this slider color starting to move under one of those little detail things. Help us. I'm going to move this color where there is not plateau. I'm going to stop right here. That should be this. Actually, in fact, I don't like that. Let's give him new homework. There we go. He's happy now. Go back to our peach color. Very, very careful on this goes. Subtle white. Will do, sir. Once we're done, I will get a PDF document of all the notes and do write up of everything we have here. And again, if we want to spend months on this, we can. If we want to spend a little of time, we can. It's all up to you guys. I'm just having a fun time doing this. Staying off the plateaus. We're making sure that we know what's a plateau and what's the ground. Use this highlight color to kind of bridge everything. I'm going to try not to be too retentive. You know what I mean? On this thing, but I think this being around the plateaus as such is going to give us a little bit of the opacity there. Red, we're going to fill in some of these cliffs. I mean, these toes. There's a couple that need some love. We want those red as heck. There are shenanigans. We want our campaign to have shenanigans. Finally made a stream. I just got home from work. Hi, Malton. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey, a couple links in the chat. I hope you can see them. Uh, Discord. We've had a wonderful. We've had someone decide to be volunteer to be a Discord moderator. I believe that is. Let me. I'm so bad with names. I'm so bad with names. Second here. If this let me. Let's see here. Nikolai, that was you, right? That's administrator of the Discord. I believe that was. Actually got to talk with Nikolai. It was fun. Uh, Big thanks, because I, frankly don't know how to do it. Okay, you see how that's creating kind of a, I don't want to say dead zone. It's kind of what's going on here. Let's go back and make sure that all our plateaus, like right here, we want them to be that color. We're just going to swap back and forth. Really want this color. Oops, that contrast. That contrast between. Again, we're just filling the very edges of this and kind of growing out from it. Up the opacity. A little easier. What we're going to do next is, since we have this kind of strawberry cream color, I'm going to blend it. Sticks out a little. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. I'm very appreciative of it. I'm currently going through classes to learn the Unreal Engine, learn about motion graphics, learn about Blender. The big push right now is the Unreal Engine. The course I'm in is for actually architectural rendering, not really games, but using that engine for real time. That's also what I use Blender. Just kind of adventuring in that wonderful world and seeing what it does, and I want to be part of that. But I love me some Blender. Totally free, they'll never sell out. Corporate shenanigans. Love it. Right. So now let's go in here and let's see what we can do to kind of change a little bit of the texture up here. First of all, add another color. You're going to go like stupid red. That is definitely a stupid red. But we're going to come up here, add this red top, the middle. That deep red, just, I'm using the brush size. If the brush is too small, see how I just resized it for that? And anywhere that doesn't touch the edges, I'm red very sparingly. We don't want to be no. Single lop. That's, now we do have these edges of the cliffs. We want to highlight those. So let's go ahead and get into, let's go back to this. I like that red. We're going to keep that red. The red. That's probably, going to kind of do is we're going to highlight the cliffs here. I don't know if I like that. Let me know, guys. This is it technically should work, but I'm worried about the color. Let me know if I definitely agree with you on any type of mods or anytime someone has to herd cats, it can get a little intense. I'll be the first one to. What do you guys think of this kind of highlight I'm doing? It's where the edges of the plateau. We'll come in and blend this, of course, just a little bit. So we do this. I mean, this is our big geological fit, kind of our big showpiece. And then the theory is we'd come back with this guy here, and we just kind of touch that up like that. So it's just a hint. Yeah, there are humans. The current lore that we have. Let me bring it up really. South population centers really quick. This area is home to a good portion of people. It was either a part of workers that rebelled. I think that was kind of a theme we're working with. In this area where the land is, they were using the water, using some of the minerals and stuff like that to craft weapons, kind of exploiting the spider. There's a race of sentient spiders here. If they're spider people or actual spiders, that's kind of still in the air. But uh, the we're going to call them an imperial presence got overthrown or something happened, so they couldn't take control of this area. So we have a large population in this area. We have a large population in this area. We also somewhere we have a large floating kind of a imagine like a 2 by 2 mile raft that's just woven with vines and massive trees and stuff. And it's so massive and dense that people actually use it as a city and they use it to go around trade stuff. So we have like one presence here, one presence here. One of the big features though is up in this area, up in our small up in this area, we have nomadic people and they do have ties. And at one time they might have traded with the the sentient spiders down in that area. Someone came up with a thing that with some of the moss or whatever this stuff is, the either the mold or the extreme plant life, that that's between the trade of the two civilizations, they can make some really amazing things. Like with the mold being added into the silk, you got kind of almost a steel spider silk. So it's something to, I don't know, maybe add carbon to it, maybe to enhance the protein structure, but just something mainly to make it really hard. And because of that, yeah, virtual winter, is that a good thing or a bad thing for you? What do you think? Or should maybe let's try down here. Maybe let's try outlining this dark red. Really light. Something. I'll do this first. If we highlighted this, almost gives it a neon glow. Then we come back with a little bit of a blend. I think it was more. Yes, yes, that's the general. gist of it. I felt from the notes that that empire, instead of being conquering, they're more exploitive. Meaning they went into area, found natural resources, dumped a lot of workers there, and when things got rough, they either got overthrown, but their presence was definitely weakened in that area. Okay, guys, let's talk about this little technique I'm using. Again, it's to highlight these areas. Do we like this white or do we like this red? Yeah, fluffy lichens, a really good way to. And it's a question of what do you guys like? Do you like the white? Do you like the red? You do a mixture of both. That is an option. Like on one side we do the red, and this other side we do kind of a more of a highlight, kind of show where shadows are, like just on that. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm digging that red actually. I'm digging the red. You like the white? Okay, we got a white. We got one vote for white. Maybe we can do some of this red in other. Right now, let's go ahead and we'll whiten everything really quick. Just the edges. Brush size about that. Oh, we just got a bot in chat. Goodbye, bot. Are not welcome here. Go with the white. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the white actually really adds a bunch to it. It's that pop. Good call, guys. Yeah, that's right, Milton. I think you nailed something there. That would actually help with the. I think that would help greatly with some of this. Oh, now I'm getting a problem here. You guys, notice I need to come out back to the entire area. Put our initial color. Maybe not that much. Because that red we put on the highlight is it's going to come there. Oops, nope. Our happy. So this means where's our highlight? Where's our peach? If I change our peach color, I really suck. Not this. Okay, that was the color read. That consistent. This area here. Go back to highlight. White one. Too much, too big. Definitely not right. Go with that. Edges here. Now, with the rivers, we have it in the lore that they're creating like this red. I'm gonna have to go in here and actually color the water. Does the have a look at those rivers? Because if they're in the area, well, let's do the outline. We'll just bust this out fast. Well, not sloppy, but fast. Yeah, I'm liking the white. Really good call on that, guys. Certain really makes it pop. There. That really makes it pop. That's great. Oops. No slip. Yeah, any of the 3D modeling I do though, like the texturing and the eye detail work, I will always use a stylus because it's fun. Basic modeling, that's a different story. But sculpting and stuff like that, if you like, sure. The new Blender, well, it's not Blender sculpting. That people are definitely working on improving. All right, now, if right now ZBrush is, I think, about $40 a month. It's killing me. Used to be you bought it once and they gave you all the updates. Then another company bought it and they're like, oh no, we just gave it for free for a while. Now we're not doing that again. Which, it's that call, that's fine. But they set a precedent. Because they set a precedent behind it, a lot of people are angry. I digress. The Blender has done a really good job at looking at what people need, looking at the tools people want, and adding that directly into their program. Again, I'm not sponsored by them. Well, they don't sponsor um, or anything like that. But the whole Blender came around in the early 2000s, and well, the aughts, and the guy that made it finally got so fed up with the corporate bull crap, he bought it, put a foundation on it, made it into a foundation, free for life, no matter who you are. And that foundation makes sure that so yeah, I'm a big Blender fan. Not sponsored, but really big Blender. And if they get it working, it doesn't handle a lot of polygons well, in comparison to ZBrush. But people are working on it, so it behaves much more like ZBrush. The more they do that, the more happier I would like to. But don't get me wrong, ZBrush is absolutely incredible, and it is the best sculpting program there has ever been. But the price thing's kind of out. Anyways, digressing. Back to this. Let's go look at like that too. Okay, let's get in there, and we're going to now kind of clean this up a little. Keeping most of the highlight there, just kind of running this through. See, right there is great. Through there. Maybe keeping a couple just slightly, keep that edge so it looks natural. Again, I'm using instead of the general, this brush because it adds a lot more. Adds a lot extra. Thanks, Nikolai. Nikolai, you're the administrator for the Discord, right? Or am I? Is my memory just totally dunked? Because if you are, big thank you. Big thank you. And also thank you for being here regardless. So we're getting some kind of lines. We want to break up. Not too much. That might have been a little like over here. I'm going to break it up slightly. I am. I am keeping notes. We've added some today. I've also put all the notes spell checked this time in the Discord channel. So if anybody wants them to use in a campaign or anything about this, yeah, let's do that. We haven't done much lore building. we have had questions about, well, had questions of what this area is like, the cliffs are like. And we've been really focusing on using colors and symbols that come with a Wonderdraft to create these elements. There are some people that sell Wonderdraft elements and Wonderdraft symbols and stuff, and they're amazing. Um, Sometimes they can be pricey, but I felt it was, you know, kind of one of the jobs of this channel to use what's there and kind of go over what you can get away with. Something with, and again, you got to watch out with, I'm going to use Blender as another example. Sometimes if you're relying so much on plugins or other little things, you don't have the basics mastered, and then that causes later. But with Wonderdraft, you really don't have that problem. So damn, that is totally the wrong color. What did we? It's this guy here. Yeah, that's. Oh, we gotta fix this. Gotta fix all the things. We'll get this done. So let's talk about the yeah, the people who lived up here, indigenous people that lived up here. We had them kind of. Oh, someone mentioned they were like up in parts of Asia. There's roaming groups of people. I forgot the name of it. Name of them. I'll look at that up here in a second. That they use reindeer. They use big herd animals. And they kind of said, what if the people like this were like? And question: Are they real? Are they human? Are they another race? I mean, we can. It's always fun to, instead of like just vanilla human, they're maybe an offshoot or something in between. If we're going for generalities, they're definitely what we. Yeah, the Sammy. Yeah. Thank you. Let's see. So I missed a settlement. Okay. Is there a specific website I can peruse for the custom icons? Yes, I'll get it to you right now. Taking notes. We will be making settlements. It might not be today because we're kind of we're okay. Next time though, we will be making settlements like crazy. That's going to be our big focus on getting this place populated. I think we have enough features. What we're doing, gotta fix this red stream. It's kind of real quick. And this Thursday at 11, excuse me, at noon Central Time, we'll start work on the settlements. We'll start work on, what they look like, maybe even some drawings like that. Talk spider people. Yeah. Yeah. What did I miss? Maybe multicultural center. Oh, centaurs. Oh, that'd be cool. Let's give them like giant horns and stuff like moose and have like the moss hang down from them or something. Okay, I'm going to. Do we have humans with the centaur race? I'm not even going to worry about spelling. Something. I like gas masks. What if there's different kinds of fungi or different kinds of stuff in this whole area? What if there's, I don't know, maybe good stuff, maybe bad stuff, or something like that? Yeah, why not? What if there's like, I don't know, maybe there's black mold or black moss. I don't want this. My feelings I'm a big fan of Nausicaa. If you don't know what that is, it's a look up Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. Um, and sometimes people have the you got four spores infecting people, which is fine. The ritual, I don't know. Okay, we'll move away from moose, maybe reindeer antlers, something like that. Plus, oh, hey, I just did something. Okay, check this out. So we have this red color, right? We have this red color. Put it down. Not much, but just. And then I got our pink color here. No, our default color. I'm doing little circles with the mouse, and it's breaking it up so it looks clumpy. Oh, that's great. I'm directly, if you guys are okay with it, I'm directly copy and pasting about the centaur race and the people that live up there. Except the horror movie. That's scary. um, humanoids devoted to a more evil god. I like that. Well, that'd be a great way to have the horns. Okay, so I'm in here and I am using the brush and just going around in circles. And it's creating these kind of fluffy little cloud specks. That makes sense if you can see that stain there. Maybe. Doesn't work. Just a little highlight. Come in with this brush and just kind of default colors here. Just kind of back. Okay, I'm liking that, guys. Holy cow, that's great. I really like that. Hope you guys do too. Let's go and look at these rivers. Maybe go with this red. What if we just kind of that red, maybe with our base color, where the rivers are. Make it a little moss for me. What do you guys think? Hey, see you, Nikolai. Thank you. Okay, let's do some of that. Yeah, I like the moose people. Do the humans work with them? Are they part of the tribe? Is there a hierarchy between the humans and the moose guys? Or is it like two people kind of working together? See what I'm doing here with the rivers? I'm just adding just a splash of color to show that we're getting, I don't want to say infection, but we have stuff going down. Maybe the moss only can grow at a certain oxygen level. I mean, it's high up. All these areas are pretty high up, so if there was a requirement that the higher you went, the more the moss you got. Might be something to think. Those guys are obviously superior. We could have like the moose, the elves in this. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking the mouse back and forth across the rivers. You guys can see. I'm just kind of, so it looks like there's colors rolling out from the river. It's kind of like the tributaries of these rivers. And we don't want to go too much. I mean, I think we're going a little much right now. We can go back and clean that. There we go. And we're going to come back and we're going to, so this area. Some better highlights. There we go. Okay. This is pretty intense. Yeah, I got 5 hours in my hands and nothing to do. Okay, I'm digging this, guys. Let's kind of come down here and let's kind of do the same thing, maybe with these rivers. Just kind of pulling some color off the seashore and just kind of running it inland, especially near these mountains. Oh, forests. Derp. We gotta do forests, guys. Once we get the forest kind of blocked in, we're going to call it and we'll come back this Thursday. Is this time working for everyone? Do I need to stream later? Earlier? I was going to go to 1, but with the amount of people here, I was like, heck with it. I'm going to go a little more. Liking this. This is good. Okay, let's do forest. Yeah, are you still in Greece in that, Nikolai? Strawberry Hills. Those really, it's the, um, oh, there is, when it comes to coloring and like stuff like this, I'm just going to modify some stuff here so it looks a little bit. There is a guy that paints Warhammer figurines by the name of Duncan Rhodes. Look up his channel. And his method for doing it is an undercoat, shadows, and then highlights. That's kind of what we're doing here. Just working on highlights and shadows. But I'm liking this. I'm really liking this. This is fun. Let's get some green down here. Kind of creates more contrast. Now, just so you guys know, islands are my neglected children. I always forget about islands. So if you see an island that I haven't touched up, I get too excited about the big features. I usually skip the island. So let me know if fix that. Okay. Very cool. Hey guys, thank you. This is definitely us with I was going to do the red, like the red and then the other highlight, but I think I'm really liking this. Let's peel back some of the red. Little That's a little, my opinion. Do that. Actually, let's not do that. That made thing. Here's our base color here. So we have a base color, we have shadows, and we have. Okay. Yeah, Duncan Rhodes. Let me see if I can get the. Let me grab that YouTube channel really quick. Come on. Hello. I'll get it once it pulls up. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This is one heck of a. I messed something up. Okay. This guy does. I'll put it in chat. This guy is amazing. His the way he builds up color it's pretty much if, why aren't we scrolling in? There we go. It's the way that I just added a highlight where the rivers are. I want to make, looks like it's just, there's a clash of color. Just a heavy highlight. What do you guys think of that? Is that too much? Really used a really hot red. Shows that there's like some turmoil going on. Really weird seas and stuff like that. I like how over here it's just solid mist. We have a solid mist wall right here. We have a big prairie. Let's back this color up. Back it off. Just a nibble. That's better. Nice. All right. Okay, let's talk forests really quick. Let's decide on a forest. The initial stuff, these guys here are my preference. It's just they're so dang big. That makes any sense. These guys are a little bit better. But there's definitely a size disparity. Let's choose the forest. I'm gonna make these big. That's forest A. Trees B. It's my trees? No, those aren't my trees. That's another tree set. And this is tree C. Anyone? We talked about the floating city, Nikolai. Do you have any ideas? We briefly touched on that. We haven't we haven't really concreted anything, but I think it's a massively wonderful thing that floating city just adds a kind of a wonder to stuff. Really quick, what do you guys like? This one, A. Down here's B. C. That's D. Okay, B. I think so. That okay. Let's go with that. Let's come over here. We probably need some rivers. I just realized something down here that we did not fix this river. I'm going to do that right now. We're using the default river tools for this project, so we want to make sure we're consistent with that. Rivers. I'll get started here. Good. Oh, yeah, our big canyons here. Let's open this up here instead of having it fall off. Look, guys, we had a pixel art. I don't like that. There we go. Not too much headway. That's not. All right. Let's kind of grab. We're gonna have some rivers here. Up in these. Can't avoid up there. Bad. I technically we would have rivers up here going down, but I don't know about that. We can work that out later. There we go. That kind of shows that there's something going on here that this is We might have to have plateaus onto this. 100% sure on. Because we wanted it high versus depression. Not like that. Don't like that either. There we go. Okay. I like that. Happy guys. Just gonna have that. Okay, cool. Just for the heck of it, let's get some rivers down in these areas before we go nuts on other things. Break up the land. We'll do trees another day. Let's get our rivers done today, and we'll just kind of go from there. Um, I believe someone did mention that it's like a floating city that actually travels from place to place. Like some people have like their trade caravans, uh, and these guys are like, "Nah, we're just gonna bring our whole dang city with us to trade with you people." That would be massive stress for like governments. You know, an entire population base and all their armies just pulls up next to you outside your city. Maybe pretty cool though. Do we want it stationary or do we want it to be moving? I thought the moving was unique, and I hadn't seen that done before. But what do you guys think on that? Water here, a lot more water. Oh, is this where I admit I'm actually enjoying the tool for rivers? Oh goodness, I'd never say that. Moving? Okay, it is now moving. How big is it? And instead of like population size, let's because population size for cities, depending on, I mean, in one land, a city of X population size would be considered a little town, or that same city in other forms of population would be considered like downright massive. I'm going to add here. It's kind of what we went. Pick a river there. Pick up a river there. I think some of our rivers up here, this fade in, is not helping us in our endeavors. Get rid of that. This is just something I can do. Yes, we'll do. It will, yeah, Milton. Again, it'll be Thursday at noon. I will put it in Discord, make announcement. I don't know, make some tags or anything. Whatever you guys want. Oh no, we're not doing. Yeah, no, that. We gotta kind of watch the fade in. Oh, maybe we don't. Okay, very cool. Add just a little something here. Nope, don't like it. All right. All right, all right. You guys, that got a lot of work done. Seriously, got a lot of work done. Really like what we're doing here. Really like where this is going. Five. Beware the middle mouse button. Well, also helping with color. But there's some cleaning to do, just little things that are I'll only notice or someone else. I'm really kind of stoked about this campaign setting. I really like where it's going. I think the centaur guys, big moose guys, that's cool. Yeah. I noticed that. Thank you, Nikolai. I have no idea what you're doing in there, but I am grateful. You did a great job, man. Oh, and speaking of which, I have a new map coming out, and I will make sure you get that. Okay, this is groovy. This is really cool. Okay, we're gonna save this right now. We got to make a call here. Do we have rivers coming into this area as such, or is this area just our hotspot and all rivers come into it or out of it? I think that's going to be our hotspot. Questions of why it looks like that. I don't know. Your guys' choice on stuff. I want a river right here. I'm sorry. No, it looks like a beach. I think that we need a couple mountains to kind of separate stuff. Not spray paint. Just little things like separate. Because it creates a height that I think we're lacking here to separate. I'm going to be very gentle with that because we got really sweet going. Real gentle. And we need to turn our mounts white now that I remember. Absolutely. That is wonderful point. What did I miss? If you guys have anything, that Discord is to share and share alike. If you use anything though, let's make it kind of a gentleman or ladies or friends understanding that if we are doing anything that you post, people can use it with your permission. And maybe at the bottom of, you post and say anybody can use, um, and then we just say, hey, we're not going to profit off this. We're not going to sell it as our own thing, but we're just going to share it. I know there's a little bit of policing there. I'm not a fan of that, but I just want to make sure no one gets shafted. So honestly, I just assume it's something to share for critique or something to share that people may use. How does that sound, guys? Without rivers. So like this river's gone. This river. Oh, I have to actually erase the river itself. Okay. Like that. Let's clean that. I think you nailed it. I think you're absolutely right on. Let's clean that up a little. Screen. Highlight. See how that highlight just raises everything? Streaks out of that. What? Makes any sense. There we go. All right. Dude, that looks good. Well done, guys. I'm digging this. I'm digging this. It's little stuff like that makes it, it's good. It's it's something I don't know if I would have done or even thought about. Like everybody's suggestions just add so much life to stuff. It reminds me of the Forgotten Realms. It reminds me of um, how it became such a cool campaign setting because everybody and their dog added to it. And it was kind of supervised by Greenwood. And he owns the rights to it, but he was like really encouraging and said, "Hey, come on, let's do something." Oh, so we kind of have like that'd be an interesting pilgrimage if we have a lot of races and a lot of. I don't like the color of these rooms. I don't like those. I don't like the color of those. I really don't. Oh well, we'll live with it. Yeah, a holy place. Kind of maybe, and I use this with all respect, like kind of a Jerusalem, a place where there's a lot of maybe that place is really old and there was a lot of organization of people, of cultures and stuff like that came. We're just going to add some mountain rivers. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There. It's going to add some radicals. Make it interesting. All right. I will post this in the Discord. This is again free for everybody to use. For these, again, just as a question in my email, I do not make any money off community stuff. This is all about your guys. This is all about the creations you make and we make together, and I will never be profiting off. Some tutorials and other stuff, yes, I will monetize, but these I promise you I won't. And you can take that promise and what? Let's do this here really quick. I just saw it. I was like, that kind of separates stuff a little bit. I mean, it's just a something real simple. Work of progress, I think, is moss and silk, or moss and or silk and red moss, or something to that, because there's been a really big focus on that moss, on that. We got kind of a steep thing. A big focus on the moss, red stuff. What it is, what it's not. Maybe there's a fungus that is red that lives with moss and stuff like that. So moss and spider steel or silk steel. That's kind of the work in progress name. If you guys are cool. Okay, that works. I like that. Do the same thing over here, and it shows that we are now in this land. Gives it a little separation. A lot of texture we're using. I usually don't use this much texture on a map, but I think it's all right. All right. Let's put it there for now. I will. We need some down here. Bread. Here, we'll just add some text fast. I shouldn't rush that. I shouldn't rush. We'll come back to that. We'll come back. All right. So I will put this next time we are. I'm going to say it right now. I was going to save as silk and spiders. Let's go moss and spiders. Moss, silk, spiders. I will put the file itself in the Discord for everybody to use. Whoever wants to use it, it's there for you. Adding this kind of stubble. The earth has stubble. Just kind of a texture around it. I like that. I really like that. Let's go ahead and save that. Next time we'll do trees. We'll start doing settlements. I do want to paint the water. I'm not. Nope, not that. What is that? Fresh water brush. Ew. It's a stain. There's our stain. We'll play with this. A little bit better. That's kind of neat. Going and paint stuff. Give us more. We'll play with water. We'll play with water. I'm not too. I do think it's a little dark. I don't know. Do you guys want it dark? Right. I would like to be able to control it a little, but I don't want to mess with it too much. I don't like that. Okay, I'm gonna set file saved. I'll stop messing with this. Moss and silk, okay? Oh, you have Gaia too. Oh, Kilroy. Holy crap. Oh, absolutely. Wonder if I can get you a height map. I think I can get you a height map. Do that. Oh, not that. Oh, that's my. Oh, I probably should save this somewhere else. That. Yeah, yeah. Either way, let me get that. As I'm wandering around getting stuff, you guys aren't seeing anything. So, oh yeah, dynamic streaming. Yeah, guys, I don't think I've met. I'm first of all kind of gobsmacked. Um, Kilroy is someone I follow a lot, and he's in chat right now. And I'm going to give him a huge shout out. Let me give you your channel. Let me get the channel. Um, the reason why is he is. I'm going to list all his videos, and I hope you're okay with that. Okay, check this channel out. It is absolutely amazing on what Kilroy's doing, and I'm not trying to blow smoke up someone's butt. Go check it out. I know I posted it on this channel, but yeah, go check it out. Kilroy, you're in the Discord, right? I'm going to. Oh, size limit. Well, looks like I'm getting nitro right now. Okay, I will get nitro. So I can upload these. Oh, holy crap, there's a flying pig going. Hi, flying pig. Okay, I can. You know what? I'll do this later. I will put it all in. I will put it all in the general. Actually, I'll put it in the moss and silk um, space. That way, everybody can have it, and I'll post the notes there. So I'm sorry that kind of got a lame. Oh, you can see my disorganized files. Sorry about that. Yeah, we'll go with that. I will get that in all the files, the pictures, the upscale pictures, and also the height maps into that. I've been using height maps in ZBrush and adding terrain features to it with VDM brushes. Kind of cool. Okay, sweet. And we'll just do that. And everybody, thank you so much. I'm living, not living, but this is paradise to me. I enjoy this absolutely. Also, shameless plug. If you play Destiny 2, look me up. It's under Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. Yeah, love to play with you guys. All right, we're going to call that. Thank you so much for being here. Again, Billy Holiday, Kilroy, everybody else, Nikolai. I want to get everybody acknowledged here. Virtual Writer, Walton Crusader, Mr. Smith's government class. That's just great. I love that. Let's see. I just don't want to miss anybody on this for thank yous. Billy Holiday, of course. Blaze Art, thank you for being here. Allison, always a pleasure. Or ma'am. Yeah. Ma'am. Yes, it was ma'am. All right. If I missed anything, sorry about that. All right. Hey, thank you for being here, guys. Thursday, 12 o'clock central, noon central. So that's 11 o'clock Mountain Time, East Coast time. That's and Pacific time. Yeah, whatever. Great. Let's see. Time and grace. I'm not going to look at that. I'm just going to end the stream. Guys, thank you. You have a great day. Bye bye.